everyone, I'm Jess Kieran and this is my girl Shoshi G. We're starting our new YouTube together. That's why we're here with you guys today. We're going to start discussing some really important topics to us and to you guys as well. So we're just going to start off today with a really cool topic we hope you guys enjoy and actually can resonate with, which I think most of you guys can, since we are all a part of social media now. So the topic for today we're going to discuss is healthy relationships and social media. Basically, we want to dive into our experiences, how they've been either good, bad, the pros, the cons, that sort of thing, and just get deeper into it, considering that we've had those experiences. And we definitely know you guys have had as well, since social media has now skyrocketed and is the main thing, right? So
we have a little list here that we've drawn out, and basically, it's so ugly, don't even show my fucking ugly writing. Okay, so basically it's more about like, what is a healthy relationship, considering the fact that like social media is a thing. Like, it is now officially a part of everybody's relationship, whether you like it or not, whether you fuck with it or not, like it is. So I think we all need to kind of accept like the fact that like there are boundaries, you know what I mean, within a relationship, but understanding how to meet in the middle. So we've had certain experiences, you know, within our previous relationships. I'll speak for my fucking self, but that I've felt really restricted about what to post and what not to post. And at the same time, I'm like, all right, if I didn't have this jackass like breathing down my throat telling me don't do this, don't do that, not for the right reasons, whereas in her situation it was actually for the right reasons, you know what I mean, then I may have fucked around and done way too much, because I am a very provocative person and there's nothing wrong with that. For women, like, so many of us, all of us, we're all naturally competing with one another because there's so much TNA on fucking social media.
And it's getting harder and harder and harder. Yeah. With that competition, and with if you're trying to start a brand or brand yourself or whatever your goal is for your social media account, you know, there are those levels. Yeah. And it is that competition that's becoming harder and harder and more relevant.
But like you said, okay, so like you're trying to brand yourself. What's your point? Like, what are you trying to brand? You know what I mean? Because I got lost in it too, and so did she. And it's like, now we're both trying to
finding your way, and then and then you see what works, what doesn't work, but also too what works for you, and not just doing what you think you should be doing, or you think what you know Joe Schmo's doing.
But within a relationship, so if your man or if your woman has a problem with what you're posting, what do you do about it? One, you have a fucking discussion. You see what that person likes and doesn't like. Yeah, talk about it. If you guys can't meet in the middle, then I mean, sorry, you got to tell each other to fuck off, because you have to meet in the middle. But you have to both be fair. Understand that, like, okay, for me, for example, I'm be hella provocative and I'll be very like, you know what I mean, showy. But I'm not gonna post my bare titties and nipples or me fucking playing with myself online, because that's the type of shit that I would send to my man personally. You know what I mean? Like the really, really sexy stuff. So it's like, I draw the line somewhere. Yeah,
I draw the line. Half the time I won't show myself in a thong, or you may get like a photo I've done or something like that where it's cheekier, but it's still somewhere where I feel comfortable, and I feel like for me that's my respect level right there. Like for myself, like, okay, I like this is because I'm doing this in fitness, or I'm doing a booty program, or what have you, whatever it is. So there's always a relevance to why I'm making a post as well. So for me, like, that's hard too, though, even in a relationship, to make those kinds of posts and make those decisions to post something and that could possibly be provocative, and hope that, you know.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like, look, like, sometimes you're just feeling your fucking self, and that's okay too. And it's like, hey, I want people to see that I'm fucking feeling myself. And it's like, cool, you know, your significant other, you know, is looking at social media, as we all fucking are. So I'm like, all these bitches are half naked. Let me kind of, you know, do my thing. But at the same time, it's like, you have to be confident enough within your relationship to know that you have your partner's attention without just using social media. It's a great platform to get your partner's attention.
Absolutely. It's great, but also too, you have to remember, like, you know, if that's the way it started, be very careful with that. So once you're in a relationship and you've got your social medias rolling, and it could go either way, it could go for the guy, it could go for the girl. We could, you know, talk about this all day long. A lot of guys have their social medias and they're high up there in the numbers. They're very, very popular, very well known, and that's got to be hard for the woman in a relationship who may not be at that level, or that's not her thing.
So many people,
you know, she may not be a model, she not be doing this and that, whatever. You know, she's just a normal, you know, person, just has a normal 9-to-5 job, and that's okay. So that's the other side of it too. So it's just If there is that initial problem and there is something that's a little overboard and someone feels that way, you better start communicating and you better put it out there fast and have that conversation and have it many times over, because it's going to take you a long time to get out of your own head if you're the one doing the posting. It's going to take you a long time to go and not be pissed off about it, that you might have to take that down or you might have to change the way that you're doing that if you want to.
And there's that, and then there's also like establishing that trust and that connection.
Yeah.
Come here, you little shit. Establishing that trust and that connection. This is Bella, by the way. She's super slut. Like off of social media, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you guys have that, you know, basically, if you guys have that trust together, like, you don't have to worry about what the fuck the other person's doing. But you have to understand that, considering the fact that, like I said in the beginning, social media is a thing now and it's now part of your relationship, you do have to validate the other person, you know what I mean? Considering the fact that so many bitches are thirsty and so many men have no fucking, like, problem. If so many guys, like, will DM me and I'll be like, yo, like, I'm dating somebody, and they're like, I don't care, we can still talk, you know what I mean? And it's like, like, 100%. But they don't respect it. So it's my job to respect my relationship, not theirs.
And she'll be verbal with the person she's dating. She'll let him know that this just came in her inbox, or she'll screenshot like, babe, look what you saw, you know. But you have, and it's been, and it's great because at least it's not hidden. You know, it's really not hidden. He knows, and
if it's really ridiculous,
and they talk about it.
But that's the thing is, that's
another way of being open.
My dude will laugh at some of the shit that comes into my inbox. You know what I mean? Because it's so stupid.
But this is something that's still different than what everyone else might be doing. Like it's hidden. They won't show it. They won't even talk about it, or you know, or whatever they end up doing.
The other person gets threatened, but it's like,
absolutely.
No, if your connection is that fucking real and it's that fucking genuine, then the other person won't be bothered by it. And if you're confident, but like work on bettering yourself and being more confident.
Or find a way to have your social media in a way where you can, it's open to each other, to both of each other. Like it doesn't bother you if oh babe, let me check your inbox. Like I'll help manage your stuff. We can manage other stuff because if we're both. But some people are in fitness. Let's just say fitness.
Yeah, there are people who do that.
But you have the couples that are married and they've succeeded so far. And you actually may have them helping each other out because it's a lot to take on for each other, or for one person it's a lot. So it's nice to have your partner and you both like helping each other because there's a lot going on. You need to communicate.
Yeah, know what you're branding yourself as.
Know what you're branding yourself as. I mean, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But definitely meet in the middle when you're going to have these conversations. Take the ego out of it. Become confident in who you are and what you want to project, and that who you are as a person. Because that relationship may not work. It just may not be something for you too, because you may get confident and want your social media and want this and that, whatever it's going to be. And that person may not like that, and that person, and that's just, you know, it is what it is.
And if you're doing, like, whatever your point is, no, you're good, I'm sorry. But whatever your point is on social media, like, if you want to, like, reach people, like, if you want to reach an audience of people and make specific, I can't fucking talk today. If you want to have a specific influence on people or brand yourself in a certain way, cool, it's good to know that, and it's good to, you know, like, understand what you're doing and then do that with an intention. But it's also... And present
it correctly.
Yeah.
For that specific...
Right, relating
to whatever you're going to be doing, whatever your plan
is. Just be authentic, like, are authentic to you. You know what I mean? Even though like, you want to present your best stuff.
And doing this in social media is also going to give you a better perspective once you start these conversations with your significant other. If there's issues or if something comes up. Okay, well, why'd you make that post, hon? Well, you know, I want this company to look at me. I want that company to look at me. I tagged this person, or I'm trying to connect with this person or that person, or this company, whatever it is. There might be a reason behind it. And if you have a strong purpose as to why you're doing everything, why you're making this content and putting it out there, it also helps your explanation when you're having these personal conversations. So this is another thing that will make the relationship a lot healthier and continue to grow in a positive direction, as opposed to it going backward. You not have an idea what you're saying. You just made a post and you don't even know why, and you don't explain it correctly, and you look like an idiot basically, and you look like you're just, you know, God only knows what you're posting. You know, it helps your argument, I think.
Yeah, that's
We've all done. I've done it.
Yeah, I've
done it. I've been in the relationship where my man did not like any of that, and I'm like, and I try to explain it, but the other person doesn't understand it. So it's getting more and more into like fully knowing why.
Like I also cannot tell you guys, Our camera died.
All right, guys. Sorry, our camera died.
We were spitting too much
It
truth.
overheated.
We were just talking real shit.
We were just talking real stuff.
Real shit.
Yeah, some real shit going down. So anyway, so our point is that we want you guys to succeed in your relationships with social media, and we've been through the ringer in relationships and having our social media and our social media growing on top of that. So it is hard. It's very hard to maintain your relationship and have a social media and have a following and have these people coming at you left and right and looking at you also too in a sexual way, whether you're a man or a woman. But it's no, it's okay. I love that.
I'm like abusing
but
her.
it's just it's hard, and it's great when you get the people that have been in it for a long time and have these pointers and have had these issues going on.
Yeah.
So if there's a way that Shoshi and I can better help someone and maybe just kind of think about things a little differently, it might help someone out there and kind of, you know, just be relatable and also just
and it's like, not to say that everything can't benefit you in one way, shape, or form, because like my restricting relationship, fucking hair everywhere, my restricting relationship, it did actually help me like really learn to differentiate between like, what am I doing just, and don't get me wrong, like I've posted pictures just to get somebody's attention, you know what I mean, just to be like, yo, I'm hot, fucking look at this. You know what I mean?
And it was all done that, and you know,
we've all fucking done that shit.
And especially in like the
Which
field
is
of
fine.
fitness, like
Right.
it is a vain thing, and
Right.
to some degree, but
yeah. Oh, my
but as
vanity
a
runs
business,
deep.
but as a business as well, you also know what your business is and what you have to project and what you're, you know.
And my point is that it, like, if you have been in an unhealthy or, you know, that type of relationship, it's okay as long as you take the positive from it, and understand to kind of objective, like look at everything objectively, you know, from an outside
before you
standpoint.
react. Like don't like take that ego out of it and go,
Be
you know what, maybe
open.
that person is making a point, like what did I just post, or what
And
have
maybe
I
the
been
person's
posting,
just
or what am I
a
putting
possessive
out
asshole.
there?
Maybe they're just an asshole, and maybe they're actually
by the way,
helping you indirectly. You know what I mean? But always be open.
And you may see them. You may see that as a help later on down the road. So you may at first you may argue about it and break up over it and what have you, or whatever's going to happen, and it may be bad. And you go, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. This is what I'm promoting. Blah blah blah. Fine. But in a year from now, you may change up your whole game and go, wow. Actually, that person was pretty spot on, and I appreciate what they said now because it's stuck in my head, and it
even if they were just a fucking asshole and their intention was totally in the wrong place, they could have been like actually beneficial to you simply for the fact that.
So I think we made some pretty good points. What do you think?
I agree.
Do you guys think that we made some good points?
I love us.
Leave us some comments. Let us know. You know, we want to hear your feedback. We want to hear what interests you. We want to hear what experiences you guys have been through, because we can respond to that, and you know, we can help you guys out as well, and maybe point some of you in the right direction. Of course, there's so much more that her and I've gone through with this specific subject.
Oh, dude, we got some really juicy shit coming up.
We'll be on here for
kicker.
another hour, and I don't think you guys are gonna want to be stuck with us for an hour.
Just the kicker.
But we did want to just cover a couple things and go over it and hopefully help someone out there. So if you guys have comments and questions, if you guys have tips and ideas or what have you, anything you want us to talk about, discuss, or cover, leave them in the comments below. Feel free. We're super excited about that. DM us. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter.
Side note, what exactly do you do?
What do you mean?
Like, what's your point of social media?
What do you mean?
Your fitness, but you're trying to be more commercial.
Yeah, so I'm in the fitness industry. I've been in the fitness industry for 17 years. I do personal training. I do online training. I do lifestyle coaching. I also just love to genuinely help people. I love to connect and communicate. So there's a lot I do. I do a lot of the modeling. So primarily, you'll always see my Instagram as more modeling concepts and not so much daily life, but the modeling and stuff like that, I guess I should say, in the fitness.
Exactly. Okay,
but diving into other things. That's where I'm about to tell you guys that, you know, that one page I have on my Instagram, my main page, that's more for that. Now, as social media changes and as I myself change and want different things and go in a different direction, you will see that to start to mold and to change into other things. So there will be different content, and I think that's important for people to accept and just, you know,
so the reason why I even asked her that was so that I can make, you know, that point as well, that, you know, like I started out as a yoga teacher and a trainer and a model, you know, and got sponsorships, you know what I mean? So modeling, all that shit, and the fact that I have always... So the fact that I've always done like astrology and tarot, you know, and like ritual magic and little things like that, and like I've I don't know, I don't fucking know, I can't even, I dove really deep into this shit, like from a really young age, and you know, through like my marriage that I had, that it was like all this, whatever, so for me, it's like, this is the kind of shit that now I'm transitioning into as far as turning that into a business, because, you know, although the yoga and the training people and the fucking, you know, modeling did make me some money, you know, this for me, it's not about the money. Right. This for me is my passion, and it's also what I'm really fucking good at, because when I do somebody's cards, when I do somebody's chart, I'm really helping them dive deep into their self and figure out what they have a problem with, what their fucking niche is, what their power is, what their strength is, you know what I mean? What are they going through?
Love that you're saying that, because that's how I feel when people ask me about fitness, and why do you still do it, or how can you still do it? I'm like, well, I genuinely love helping someone, and I love working with an 80-year-old woman, you know, who has osteoarthritis and all these issues, and I love osteoarthritis, not all kinds. There's all kinds. There's all kinds of stuff. But I love working with people all age ranges, because there's so many issues that are emotional and mental with them, and I love to connect with them and help change them. And that moment when they walk in the door, you know, 3 months later, whatever it is, and that transition hits for them, I see it as soon as they walk in that door, and that's that moment. That is that exact moment where I look at them and they look at me, and it's like, boom, that's the magic. So our point is, you're gonna see how you do have to change your social media, and it is good to constantly reinvent yourself and be on it. So don't take those moments of where you're having those hardships in relationships where someone's beating down on you for it. Have that conversation, take the ego out of it, and actually listen and take it in and go, well, maybe that person's kind of right, or maybe they're wrong, but think about where it's going to be.
Or maybe they suck, but there's something that they said that made you rethink your shit.
Think about it from a year now. Like, think about it a year later and go, how do you think I'm going to feel about that a year later? Am I going to be happy that the person stopped me from doing that, or gave me an opinion that I didn't really like at the time?
I didn't fucking ask for?
So take it in, you know, all that jazz. I think to end everything, I think this is a really great first topic for us. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can follow us on our social media. All of our information is in the description below. And please, please, please leave comments, okay? We want to hear what you guys have to say. We want to hear your stories. And we just love giving back. And this is our way that we can give back and you know, really converse with everyone on a personal level.
If you have a negative comment, try to phrase it more as like a healthy debate, because I'm all for that shit.
Yeah, and don't be leaving no nasty comments, because you'll just be blocked. Anything you guys want to see, leave in the comments below, and we will definitely pick a few of yours and start getting these videos out for you guys and hitting up topics, right?
Yeah, we're fresh, you know what I mean? So we'll get our little flow going.
We'll get our flow going. Yeah, all right, guys, we love you, we love you, we love you, and don't forget to subscribe and like and leave your comments, right? Yeah. Bye.
Fuck everyone, we hate everybody.